Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad you're here today. In this video, we're taking a closer look at the life and career of Eric Dane, an actor many people recognize instantly, even if they didn't always know his name at first. From unforgettable TV roles to deeply personal real-life challenges, his journey is one of steady growth, reinvention, and resilience. Eric Dane was born on November 9, 1972, in San Francisco, California. His path to Hollywood wasn't overnight or glamorous from the start. Like many actors, he began with small roles and guest appearances throughout the 1990s. That early period of his career is actually really important. It's easy to look at someone's breakout moment and forget the years of groundwork behind it. Auditions, minor roles, rejections, that's the part we rarely see. It makes you wonder, how many talented people give up just before their breakthrough? One of his early notable appearances came in shows like The Shield, where he started building credibility in television drama. These weren't leading roles, but they helped establish him as a strong on-screen presence. He had that combination of intensity and charm that casting directors notice. But everything changed in 2005 when he joined the cast of Grey's Anatomy as Dr. Mark Sloan. If you've watched the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Mark Sloan, nicknamed McSteamy by fans, quickly became one of the most talked-about characters in the series. He was confident, charismatic, and complicated. The kind of character who could break your heart and make you laugh in the same episode. What made Mark Sloan stand out wasn't just his good looks or romantic storylines. It was the vulnerability beneath the surface. Yes, he was charming and bold, but he also struggled with relationships, fatherhood, loyalty, and regret. And Eric Dane brought that emotional depth to the role in a way that made it feel authentic. Think about it. Do we connect more with characters who seem perfect or the ones who are flawed but trying? Playing such a beloved character comes with both opportunity and risk. On one hand, it launches you into global fame. On the other hand, it can define you in a way that's hard to escape. When Dane eventually left Grey's Anatomy, many fans wondered what would come next. Could he step out of the shadow of McSteamy and prove his range? And that's where his next chapter becomes interesting. He took on leading roles in projects like The Last Ship, where he played a naval officer in a high-stakes action drama. The role was very different, more authoritative, more intense, less romantic drama, and more global crisis. It showed that he wasn't afraid to pivot. That's something that really stands out. Reinvention isn't easy, especially when audiences already have a fixed image of you. More recently, he appeared in Euphoria, portraying a deeply flawed and morally complex father figure. The show itself is bold and emotionally raw, and his performance added to that intensity. Watching him in Euphoria feels different from watching him in Grey's Anatomy, and that's the point. It shows growth, range, and a willingness to explore darker emotional territory. But Eric Dane's story isn't just about career transitions. It's also about personal battles. Over the years, he has been open about struggles with addiction and mental health. In an industry where image often feels carefully curated, that kind of honesty takes courage. And it raises an important question. When public figures speak openly about their struggles, does it help break stigma? Or does it make them more vulnerable to judgment? Dane has spoken about seeking treatment and prioritizing sobriety. That decision alone speaks volumes. Success in Hollywood can be overwhelming. Constant attention, pressure to maintain relevance, long hours, and public scrutiny. Choosing health and stability in that environment is not weakness, it's strength. He's also navigated highly publicized relationships and family life in the spotlight. Being both an actor and a father adds layers to his identity. Parenthood has reportedly shifted his priorities and perspective, something many people can relate to. It's fascinating to think about how life experiences off-screen can deepen performances on-screen. Does becoming a parent change the way someone portrays vulnerability or responsibility in a role? It's likely. Another thing worth noticing about Eric Dane is longevity. Hollywood is known for short attention spans. Yet he has maintained a presence for decades. That doesn't happen by accident. It suggests discipline, adaptability, and an understanding that careers evolve. Sometimes the lead role isn't the goal. Sometimes the goal is sustainability. There's also something compelling about how he balances confidence with introspection. On screen, he often plays commanding or charismatic characters. Off-screen, he has shown reflection and humility. That contrast is interesting. It reminds us that actors are not the roles they play, even if those roles become iconic. So here's something to think about. How much do we really know about the people we watch on screen? We see performances crafted for entertainment, but behind them are real human experiences, setbacks, growth, self-doubt, triumph. When someone like Eric Dane continues to work steadily while navigating personal challenges, it highlights resilience in a very real way. His journey shows that success isn't a straight line. It's not just about the big breakout moment. It's about what happens after. It's about how you handle change, criticism, and reinvention. And maybe that's the most relatable part of his story. We all have chapters in our lives where we redefine ourselves. As we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What role of Eric Dane stands out to you the most? Was it the charm of Mark Sloan? The leadership in The Last Ship? The emotional complexity in Euphoria? Or maybe something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective always adds something valuable to the conversation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Eric Dane's life and career, go ahead and give this video a like. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people who love exploring the stories behind the actors we see every day. Share this video with someone who's a fan of Grey's Anatomy or enjoys character-driven television. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next story. Thanks so much for watching and spending your time here with me. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.